There's a lot of positivity around this Philadelphia Eagles offense. There truly is. However, I'm going to admit, today's going to be a little bit of a compliment sandwich here about the offense because there is something that we do need to break down. There is something that we do need to talk about. Getting into the positives here, right? 3 straight games of 400 plus yards of total offense. No matter how you try to shape that conversation, no matter how you try to cut that, that's a positive, guys. I mean, that is effective offensive play calling, effective execution of play calls between the 20s. And stick with me here on that between the 20s point, right? Second thing to talk about 6 yards. We're averaging 6 yards in 2 consecutive games now. Let me just break this down for you. If we can find a way of combining 4 straight games of 400 plus yards, which obviously would be above that, with 4 plus games of 6 plus yards per play, that'll be the first time in franchise history. So we are kind of on the cusp of history here in terms of the offensive output. But with that said, there's something we do need to discuss, and let's get into that. What's up, Cerebral Football fans? My name is Steven Hyder. This is Gate City Sports Channel. All right, guys, we need to talk about third down. Truly, if I'm going to be honest, when I first went in and I looked at this topic, I did come away with a little bit of encouragement about third down because I just thought we were bad in third down in general. But truth be told, it was a little bit of a recency bias because we were like 4 of 12 or whatever it was this past Sunday. And I think that was kind of hanging in my mind. And when I went to go actually study the numbers, we came out a little positive, guys, to be quite honest. I mean, 61 third down plays total on the season, 42.6% first down rate off of that, which is a pretty good ranking, guys. It's 9th overall in the NFL. Simply put, it's pretty much on par with last year. Last year, we were at 44.3% and 7th overall in the NFL. Overall, third down, I mean, a little bit of hiccups. We're not quite as good as we were last year, but that's not a drastic decline by any stretch of the imagination. In terms of the run-to-pass ratio here, guys, 30 passing plays, 26 running plays, 54-46 is the ratio here for 2023. In 2022, guys, just so you have that information handy, guys, 137 passing plays, 98 running plays for a 58-42 pass-to-run ratio. So roughly, we're running the ball a little bit more this year than we did last year on third down, but I mean, it's pretty similar, right? I mean, we're not drastically apart on things. Jalen Hurts' performance on third down. If we take a look at 22 season, he was 57 of 91 for 62.6% completion rate, 805 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 39 first downs passing the ball, a 93 passer rating, 45 rushing attempts for 294 yards on third down, a 6.53 yards per carry kind of average there. 4 touchdowns and 28 first downs was his total production on third down as both a runner, as a passer, as that dual threat kind of combo, right? He was number 10. Jalen Hurts was 10th in the NFL last year in terms of passer rating for any quarterback with at least 50 attempts. I will say that I think it's fair to include Brock Purdy because he's only like 2 off, and he did start a good duration of games for the 49ers, so you could move it down to 11, but it's not going to drastically change the discussion we're having right now. He was 17th in yards, 4th in yards per attempt in terms of like him, throwing the ball down the field. And then he was 10th in completion percentage in 2022. 2023, guys, he's 17 of 26 for a 65.4% completion rate, 222 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 9 first downs, 101.8 passer rating. He's doing pretty good actually throwing the ball. 15 rushing attempts for 58 yards, a 3.87 yards per average on the rush, 0 touchdowns, 10 first downs. But let's look at the underlying statistical data, right? 9th in passer rating. So yes, he's got almost a 10-point increase in terms of passer rating so far through 4 games. But I mean, he's ranking pretty much where he ranked last year in terms of everybody else in the league. 17th in yards, exactly the same in yards. 5th in yards per attempt, so 4th the year prior, 5th this year. And then 12th in completion percentage. Even though there's an uptick in completion, he's still actually, a little lower on the list than he was the year prior, even though he's completing more passes this season. However, that ain't where the problem is. I'm going to tell you guys, it's really and honestly, it's not third down in general. It's not between the 20s. That's the problem. It's in the red zone. We have a serious problem between our opponent's 19 and the 1-yard line going into the end zone. We have a big, big problem on our hands right now with this offense. Simply put, we've had 59 red zone plays. with an 18.6 first down rate, which is about 25th in the league. 6 touchdowns and 5 field goals, equaling 11 scoring opportunities. We do score, but come on, man. You know it. I know it. We need to kick this up more. This needs to be upticked a little bit more. There needs to be more touchdowns and field goals here going on. We have a 46.15% scoring. That's our scoring rate inside the red zone, which is 24th overall in the NFL, and that is the big problem here because just last season it was 68% and 3rd overall. What's going on in the red zone has really been the Achilles heel of the offense. There's a lot of positivity around the offense. There is. That is not good, though. That is objectively bad. That is something we objectively have got to get better on as the season goes on here. And then let me pare this down. Let me go ahead and take this a little further for you because it's not the end of the discussion. I still think we got some things we must discuss here, and it's particular to let's take the 3rd down plays, let's take the red zone, and now let's talk about how bad we are. On 3rd down, inside the red zone, we've had 9 plays. Just so you guys know the ratio, 5 passing plays, 4 running plays, right? We have an 11.1% first down rate. 9 plays, 11.1 first down rate. Let's go back and let's revisit what Nick said about that 3rd and 11 play. Let's run that beautiful bean footage, if you will.
For them.
On your 3rd and 11 call, not your call, but Brian's call, I guess, in the red zone in the second half, the run to Kenny. Is that a situation where you prefer to be more aggressive, or is that a call that
last week on that call, in the 3rd, I think it was 3rd and 8 against Tampa, we converted. So, hey.
Okay, you heard Coach there, right? We heard what Coach said. An 11.1 first down rate. He's talking about a 3rd and 8, which we converted down in the red zone. Can we state this another way? Can we just state that, instead of saying what he said that, we converted once before like this was the only play we've converted on 3rd down inside the red zone. So we tried to go back to that play again. We're having struggles here in terms of our playbook lining up to opportunities and coverage that we're seeing inside the red zone when the when the field shortens. Sorry, I almost said that in reverse there. This is a problem, guys. We are 31st in the red zone. 31st in terms of your first down rate. 31st and then 24th in scoring percentage. The only team who has operated more inefficiently than us in the red zone is the New England Patriots, who still haven't got a single first down inside the red zone. That's not what we want to hear, guys. It's not what we want to see. That's not what should be happening with this offense. This offense is too good to have this particular frustration. The last note of positivity I'll give here before I jump off today about the offense is this. Jalen Hurts. I don't know if you guys saw that message that was put up there about Jalen Hurts and coming back now double digits, 10 points or more in football games. His last 5 opportunities, he's won all 5. He's won all 5, man. He's in the names of it's him and 2 other quarterbacks. And one of those quarterbacks is Joe Montana. There's positivity, but for the love of God, come this Sunday, for whatever it is, 4:15, 4:05, whenever it is that we officially kick off, 4:25, whenever that start time is, when we get down there and we end up reaching 3rd down inside the red zone, convert. Give me a first down conversion, right? Give me a touchdown. Give me something, man. Give us something. We should not have 9 opportunities inside the red zone on 3rd down with only 1 conversion. That's not okay. That's bad. It's bad. It's way too bad for an offense that's this talented. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all's time and attention. I can't always be positive, guys. I've got to mix in sometimes. You got to mix in the critique with the positives. That critique is we've got to be better at 3rd down inside the red zone. We are one of the worst in the NFL. That's not acceptable for a team as talented as ours. We got way too good of an offensive line, way too good of a quarterback. I'm sorry. I know some of y'all don't like Brian Johnson. I think he's young, and I think he's going to be really good once he gets his feet under him. So I'm going to say that our coaching's way too good for this. This is not acceptable for a team that can coach it, a team that's got the players to beat you, and a team that really and honestly can control you, in particular about players, down inside the trenches. I expect us to be a lot better going forward, guys. Got to get better in the trenches. I think we all know that. And with that said, guys, I appreciate y'all's time and attention. I'll see y'all on the next video.